The United States Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, has been tracking Ayatollah Ali Khamenei for months, that's according to a report by the New York Times. The tracking of Iran's supreme leader's locations and his patterns ultimately led to his killing on Saturday. The US and Israel reportedly decided to adjust the timing of the attack following the intelligence agency's inputs. And according to the report, CIA had learned that a meeting of top Iranian officials, including the supreme leader, was due on Saturday morning. This was to take place at a leadership compound in the heart of Tehran. This is where the offices of the Iranian presidency, the supreme leader, and Iran's National Security Council are located. The CIA zeroed in on the location of Khamenei and passed its intelligence to Israel. Meanwhile, Israel determined that the gathering would include top Iranian defense officials. The US and Israel were already poised to execute the operation on Iran, which they had been planning for months. The two nations had originally planned to launch a strike at night under the cover of darkness, and that's according to the report. Following CIA inputs, they decided to adjust the timing. The operation began around 6 a.m. in Israel as fighter jets took off from their bases. 2 hours and 5 minutes after the jets took off, at around 9:40 a.m. in Tehran, the long-range missiles struck the compound. At that time, senior Iranian national security officials were in one building at the compound. Khamenei was in another nearby building. The strikes were carried out simultaneously at several locations in Tehran. An official cited by New York Times says Israel managed to achieve tactical surprise. This even as Iran had been preparing for a war. President Trump had last year asserted the US knew where Khamenei was hiding and could have him killed. That intelligence, according to a former US official, was based on the same network that the US relied on Saturday. During the 12-day war between Iran and Israel in June 2025, the US reportedly learned even more about how the supreme leader and the IRGC communicated and moved while under pressure. The White House and CIA are yet to comment on the New York Times report. Meanwhile, the report reflects the close coordination and intelligence sharing between the US and Israel in the run-up to the attack. The operation also showed Iran's failure to take adequate precautions to avoid exposing themselves. This at a time when both Israel and the US sent clear signals that they were preparing for war.